All right, what's up, everybody? There's a lot of Seafoam videos out there. Say hi, Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
There's a lot of Seafoam videos out there, but I don't think there's any for our generation Beetle. Not that it makes it any different if there's one on a 2.5 L engine. You've seen them all, but in case you were looking for something specific, or you happen to have the AFE intake like I do, we're gonna show you how to use this product. So it does require 2 people, and your dog probably won't be able to help you unless your dog has thumbs. So we got Chris here with us today, and basically what I gotta do is start the engine up. I already drove to his house, so the engine's nice and hot. I'm gonna start the engine up. He's gonna flip the bottle upside down, and you're gonna spray that little, you're gonna get that little hose there right in between your throttle body and the intake boot. What I'm going to do with my AFE intake, actually I'll get out the car and show you, is we're just going to use the crankcase ventilation tube because sheer laziness, actually. He's going to pump that way up in there because I don't want it to run back out. And then if you happen to have this intake like I do, you don't want to start from way up there because you're just going to be spraying a bunch of foam into the inside of that tube, which seems like it's just going to be a loss, as opposed to right in the intake manifold where it can get in there and really grub some.
There's a butterfly there, right?
Yes.
So I won't be able to go past that until it's open.
Right, yeah. Yep, so he's going to hook that up, and it recommends he holds this can upside down for 7 minutes while I keep it at a 2,000 RPM for 7 minutes. I'm probably going to fluctuate on the RPM just a little bit. Keep in mind, this thing does make crazy smoke, and it's not, it's supposed to do that. That's all the stuff that it's burning off, plus, you know, just basically the chemical also being burned off. So we're going to start the car up here in a second. Chris is going to start pumping. It'll go inside the throttle body. Alright, so you're supposed to hold it at 2,000 RPM while he holds the can upside down for 7 minutes and just sprays and sprays and sprays. And you keep in mind that your intake for this car is going to have a butterfly, so whoever's helping you out isn't going to be able to get that little red tube in the intake until the butterfly opens up a little bit. I can smell chemicals, but I don't see smoke yet. Seeing some smoke by now, but maybe that's a good sign. Maybe there's almost no carbon buildup on my intake. So I'm not going to make you sit through this. We'll come back once we start getting some results out of the exhaust. Okay, so we're like 4 minutes into it, and there is no smoke coming out of my car. And I've watched a ton of these videos. Everybody's car makes some kind of smoke. So I'm not really sure what's going on right now. If I don't have any carbon deposit or what. Because I have straight exhaust. I can hear it making all kinds of new pops and gurgles. What? There we go. Ugh, gross. little poof of smoke and then nothing. Well, that was weird. I can smell the smell my car's never made before. We got that one little blast of smoke and then like that was it.
Yeah.
It normally stays ugh.
Yeah.
It normally stays smoking forever.
Oh yeah. Maybe it didn't have that much crap in it.
Maybe. Or I'm gonna it could be because it won't rev above like 3,500 because of the limiter on it. On the way home, I'm just gonna roll coal the whole entire way home.
There's still some left in it.
A ton or
I don't know. I'll shake it. Maybe a quarter.
I wouldn't worry about it. If you wanna, we can hit up the Camaro with it. All right, so if I don't know, maybe I might blow a ton of smoke on the way home from his house, but as far as just chimney smoking like every other video I've seen, Ketchup did not do that. So yeah, you just hook up your intake back like it was. We're gonna, it looks like we had a little spritz here, but basically we just use this here to slide the hose through, which is your crankcase ventilation. Look at that service with a smile. You just clip your crankcase ventilation dealy doodle back on there, and just like that, intake Shazam. Don't worry about it too much. We got no shows coming up or anything. So yeah, that's a pretty straightforward, simple Seafoam on the Beetle. I guess the takeaway from this is my intake is clean. These cars tend to have a leaky intake manifold issue. The bolts like back themselves out or whatever. I haven't had any of that issue yet. I run this thing super hard, so I'm surprised by that. I've had a lot of friends who have this engine and they have had that problem, and I've seen some of them Seafoam their cars and they just blow smoke like Snoop Dogg. So I don't understand why this one didn't do it, but I mean, like I said, I don't know, I guess maybe the maintenance on it before I got it was done properly, and I do the proper maintenance, probably above and beyond. So I mean, it's that simple. Preventative maintenance, I think it was like $6 for that can, and now you know that your pistons and stuff are, and your intake manifold are as clean as they possibly could be for, you know, $6. So shout out to AFE, love that intake. Send me free stuff. All right.
Happy power.
Later, cheers.